Something just feels off tonight. You know, the Shield, they tried to ruin my performance earlier. You know, something about you guys, you just feel out of place. It feels like you're lost, you know. Is this because the Saints lost yesterday? Let me tell you something, guys. Drew Brees would not say this to your face, but he told me he is sick of representing this rundown, filthy city. And let me just tell you that my song can save you all. It could bring you back to life, but right now I need you all to silence your cell phones, hold your applause, and most importantly, shut your mouth.
That was sort of rude. I mean, Nick was an invited guest, I get it, but you know, Elias McFoley is here.
I love Elias, but I welcome this interruption.
You don't have a sincere bone in your body.
Sincere. Sincere. Look, Mick, I know why you're out here, okay? You're out here because you want to talk about the 20th anniversary of the infamous Hell in a Cell match of you and The Undertaker. Now listen, I'd be lying if I were to say that that wasn't a special moment, that you were something special. I mean, that is the stuff of legend. But that was then, and this is now. And you're standing in the ring with Elias. And I am standing in the ring with a broken man. A broken man who is singing the same sad song he's been singing for the last 20 years, and he barely remembers the words.
I actually didn't come here to talk about the past. I came here to address the future.
Oh, the future. You want to talk about the future? Well, guess what, Mick? You're talking to the future.
You keep your head straight, your eyes on the prize. I see in front of me a future WWE Universal Champion. And I'm not talking about someone dominating for years to come. I'm talking about the very near future, 6 nights from tonight. You see, despite my differences with Stephanie McMahon, I live very close, just a short ferry ride away from Connecticut. So uninvited, unannounced, I arrived and made her a proposition. And I said, Stephanie, 20th anniversary rolling around. For years to come, we're going to go very near the future. So, let me ring the bell. Let me keep the time. Let me
Mick, what I do, my guess is right in your face.
Anniversary rolling right in my face. And then I reminded her of a moment in time after I'd been thrown off that massive structure. They brought a gurney, a stretcher on wheels out, but there was nowhere for the gurney to go. So the massive cell started ascending towards the heavens with the Undertaker on top. And as that stretcher rolled out, the fans, they knew. They didn't think they knew. That match was over. But on that one night, because there was an element of magic out there that made me feel like I was tougher and stronger and braver than I'd ever been before. And I know for a fact tougher and stronger and braver than I'd ever be again. I found the strength to roll off that gurney. And as I began to ascend that massive structure one more time, there was an electricity in the air. And if you could have bottled it to the source, you could have lit up the city of Pittsburgh for a week. And so I explained to Stephanie my challenge. How can I feel as alive as that night 20 years ago when I was almost dead? So I'm here to tell you that 6 nights from now, I'm not going to be ringing a bell. I'm not going to be keeping time. I won't be around ringside at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view at all. You see, when that door slams shut on Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, when their future meets my past and the future becomes now, I'll be locked inside with them as a special referee in Hell in a Cell. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
the grill. I'm addicted to a liquor. I am more than just a thrill. I am gonna leave, but you never now watch out. I'm addicted to a pill. And it goes something like you. I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this. I do it for the glory.
What's up, wrestling fans? It's Jimmy, the mailman, Milstead, live from Anna, Washington. And it's time for the small package, episode 31. It's time, folks. WWE Hell in a Cell this Sunday. They're in San Antonio, Texas. What's the arena there, guys? The San Antonio AT&T Center. That song, the theme song, Glory by The Score, is the Hell in a Cell theme. And right now I have 8 matches listed on the card. I'm not sure if they're going to add any. I think we've already got the pre-show card announced. We'll bring on our boys here in a minute. I think you already saw them. But a happy Friday to everybody here. It is Friday, September the 14th, 2018. I hope anybody watching that is in the way of Hurricane Florence's path is found safe and has sought out shelter, and hopefully everything is going well for you. I haven't had a chance to keep up with the news. I've got a lot of family and friends back there, and my parents, especially Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina, they migrated down to my sister's down in Perry, Georgia. My sister moved from D.C. area to Georgia, so hats off. Hopefully everything's going to be all right where you're at, and hopefully there's not too much damage. I've been at work a lot this week, and I haven't been able to follow the coverage, but hopefully you're not in the eye of the storm, and our prayers and thoughts to everybody that happens to be I got the Brits over there. I got to mute them. Hopefully you guys are found safe and can go back to your homes here soon. So with that, I am the mailman, Jimmy Milstead, once again, right here with the small package, episode 31. We start our brand new year. We have 1 year in the books, and man, it's been a fun ride so far. Let's keep it going. Right now, the predictions, the Rory Bar, 55-28. Yours truly, the mailman, 3 games behind him at 52-31. We've got the Rat Boy, a game over 500, a match over 500, 42-41. And Mr. Wood, you, sir, are at 39-44. So without further ado, let's introduce our guys. We'll go to England first. We've got the Rat Boy and the Bar. Let's bring them in. They're up late. Guys. How's it going, guys? Ryan Alexander Taylor, what are you drinking, sir? I think I've lost audio with these guys. Hit your mute button, sir.
It's because,
there you are.
Because you muted us before. When we were talking, you muted us.
My bad. Well, I mean, I heard you during the intro, and we had to have a little bit quiet. What's the matter over here on the left side?
Brian took your suggestion to hide our faces, literally. And now he's that way until you suggest otherwise now. So
nice.
Please ask him to unveil his glorious face.
I don't have the glorious song at the moment, but
he's literally going to stay this way. He's going to take your words literally until you say otherwise. So please tell him to mask, and I'm sure he will unveil his exterior.
Your Highness, Blackpool's favorite son, Mr. Rat Boy Alexander Taylor. Yeah, I can't find your theme song, but how about this one? What's up, buddy? Walk that aisle, baby. How's it going, Rap Boy?
Hello.
How's everybody doing on this Friday night? We got the bar. How you doing, sir?
Not too bad. I'm all right. Going good. As good as it can be, I suppose, on this weekend before Hell in a Cell.
You got to work tomorrow?
No, I've got the entire weekend off. I've booked Monday off, so I've got a Hell in a Cell. I'll stay up the entire night, and but nothing to worry about the day after. So good.
Right on. And then we'll get our third party member in here. God, he's got a theme song too. Look what I do for you guys. Unfortunately, I have a. Okay, here we go. Our guy from the Washington D.C. area. I'm sure he's getting some of the brunt of the Hurricane Florence, but we'll bring in our other guy, Mr. Mark Wood. Mr. Woodchuck.
What's up?
How's it going, sir?
All right. We're actually going to make it through without touching by any of that Florence stuff, just the rain on Monday and Tuesday.
Nice.
High winds, so Dorothy won't be losing Toto or anything like that.
No place like home, baby.
Right.
So, yeah, it's great to have you guys with us tonight. We've got all three. I think this might be our first broadcast. We've had all three of the guys on with the mailman, so we're still learning with the production here. But with that, let's start off the show, guys. Opening bell. How's wrestling going for you guys? We'll start off with the guys in Britain. Is the product wearing on you? Because I gotta admit, there's so much going on. I mean, I've been watching Raw and SmackDown. I can't find I've been not watching 205 Live lately. I'm behind on the Mae Young Classic. I'll get to my bracket in a minute. I have to finish that real quick, but NXT's okay. They're kind of getting it going still. Just seems like I'm in a lull here as far as my habits. Guys, how's the wrestling viewing for you guys? What do you think of it? We'll go to the British guys.
Take it away. Are you on us? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. For me, it's been plodding on. It's usual standard. It's not been great. It's not been awful. Yeah. It's wrestling. So,
yeah.
As far as WWE goes, that's my stance at the moment. So, yeah, it's fine. I'll say it's fine. As my final stance, it's fine.
I guess what my question should have been was, how excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10, let's say, for this Sunday's pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell? Scale of 1 to 10. Back to you, Rory. How excited are you for this pay-per-view?
I'd be pushing for a 6, to be fair. I'd say 5.5.
Not bad.
To give a number, not a solid number, but a decimal, I'd give a 5.5. So it's nothing too amazing, but nah.
He's halfway over the cell, guys. He doesn't know if he's gonna enter back in or climb over. Oh wait, this is the Hell in a Cell. There's no
backing in once you're in.
What am I talking about? But Rat Boy, if this was a cage match, I guess that would have been the verdict. But Rat Boy, you look excited. You got your gloves on. You got a big match with Bliss and Rousey this Sunday. You look like you're ready to go. My man, a few words right now.
5 out of 10.
Same. 5 out of 10. All right, let's go to the woodchuck over here. How excited, Mark, are you for this pay? I mean, we got a full day. We got NFL back, you know. Are you going to the Redskins game?
Yes.
Okay, so you might not even get to see the game, WWE Hell in a Cell live. You're probably catching it on demand, I would assume. But after you're done with all that FedEx Field bullshit traffic, I assume you'll eventually get to it. How excited are you for this WWE Hell in a Cell card?
There's a pay-per-view on Sunday? I didn't know that.
Well, you look good. What jersey you wearing?
Cooley.
Oh, Cooley.
Football.
Rat Boy and Rory, the Redskins are playing the Colts Sunday. NFL's back in full swing. Do you guys have a Super Bowl pick for us real quick? As the season has just kicked off. Just give us a pick. We'll come look at this again. I took the New Orleans Saints, and they already lost.
The New England Patriots.
Well, that's a good bet. You could bet them every year, and they'll at least be in it, probably. Rory's like, I don't follow that shit.
I'm not sure. Philadelphia Eagles. Is that a team?
Yeah, they're the
2 in a row.
They're defending champs. 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
Apparently so.
Mark,
Experience.
what was your Super Bowl pick, Mark?
Anybody but the Patriots.
Okay. All right. Well, back to wrestling. That's what we're here for. Thanks, guys, for joining me once again. Man, I really don't have too much of a show put together. We got 8 matches on the card. I'll go to my excitement level. I'll put it at a 6 out of 10 because I think once the pay-per-view's on, it'll be on during the Cowboys-Giants game out here, and I hate both those teams. That'll be a good football game, but I'll have that on another TV. I'll focus in on the WWE Network, and we'll see what happens. This is the time of year where WWE, I guess, fights ratings, but the NFL as a whole has also seen some ratings drops over the years. So there's just a lot going on in the fall. But I guess once the pay-per-view starts, I'll be excited for sure. There are 8 pretty good matches. It doesn't look like it's a typical, since they've gone to the brand split and had a joint pay-per-view by these guys, both Raw and SmackDown. I think the match quality has hurt because there's been so many matches on the card. This one's got 8, so I think with the one on the pre-show, it looks like I think you'll see some of these matches get some good storytelling in it and get some good length in it. So with that, I guess we can start our picks. Before we do that, do you guys have any favorite Hell in a Cell memories? This is the 20th anniversary of Mick Foley practically dying. He's on his, 9th live. 20 years ago, guys. I guess that was in the spring, though, before Hell in a Cell was a pay-per-view. And we'll get to that in a minute. Mick Foley will find his way on this card this Sunday. We'll talk to Rat Boy. Did you watch that Mick Foley Hell in a Cell dive versus The Undertaker live when you're a youngster?
I can't confess to have watched it live because at the time I was only 8 years and 9 months old.
Yeah, you're a youngster.
Which
I myself
at 6 years and 2 months old, correct?
I'm sure I hadn't heard of the term wrestling at that point in my life.
We barely knew what wrestling was.
Nice.
But we knew what it could be.
We retroactively watched the match, though, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, judging outside, we watched it outside the time it was broadcast. So we've only got the retroactive idea of what it was when we watched it. And obviously, based on that, it was quite revolutionary in that sense. So, obviously, it's going to be extremely difficult to top because it's going to take the dedication of someone to literally risk their life in order to top it. So, you're not going to get anyone doing that, especially in today's environment, and what they're expected to do / what they're not expected to do. That includes not swanton bombing off the top of the spout, should I say, for example. But we will see on Sunday whether that's the case or not. So let's leave it till then.
Yeah, I was
Ryan, give his opinion.
I had a brief period where I was out of wrestling, and it included this, but I was in college at the time. That's how much older I am than these kids, guys. But I heard about it, and I eventually, I got back into wrestling around shortly after that time period. That was actually a pay-per-view called King of the Ring, Off With Their Heads, and I ended up watching it for the first time. I don't know if you guys ever knew what VCRs were, but
we're not quite that young.
I've actually got this VHS tape. This is the first exposure I had to the Mick Foley. Wow, that long descent. I'll have to review and watch that match again. We've seen it. We've heard all the stories time and time again. Jim Ross.
How young do you think we are, mailman?
Oh God, you guys are little babies, man. No, I'm not.
Know what VHS tapes are.
You practically just got out of diapers, but
we know what cassettes are.
Yeah, it was Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I do remember that. You do remember VCRs, huh?
Yeah, lived off VCRs.
I was born in the 80s.
All right. You guys just seem so... Mark, what about you, buddy? When's the first time you saw that match? Did you ever
Definitely quite a porn.
Ever watch that pay-per-view?
No, I didn't watch it. I mean, it was way before. I mean, I was in college as well. You're talking 20, 21, 22 years old, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, it was like, what was it? 20 years ago. 98. 1998. God, I forget the date, but yeah, I don't even own a VCR anymore, so but it's on the WWE Network for nostalgia purposes. But Mick Foley, he's going to find his way back in the cell this Sunday in the main event. We heard it off the top of the show. He is the special guest referee as the WWE Universal Championship is up for grabs. The Money in the Bank briefcase winner, Braun Strowman, he physically cashed it in for this match. He has aligned himself with Dolph Ziggler and the Psychomaniac, or whatever the hell he calls himself, Drew McIntyre.
Because there's a separate side.
But Roman Reigns will have his hands full inside the cell. Mick Foley, the special guest referee. I'm sure Mr. Sacco's gonna join him somewhere down his pants. But so that is your main event, coupled with AJ Styles taking on Samoa Joe. We've got the mixed tag team match of Miz and Maurice taking on Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan. We've got the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey defending against Alexa Bliss. Becky Lynch is taking on Charlotte Flair and for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Another Hell in a Cell match is Randy Orton, the Viper, taking on Jeff Hardy. The charismatic Enigma has never had his own Hell in a Cell moment, so I know we're going to probably see some crazy stuff going on with him in this match as they continue their feud. We've got the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships between the New Day and Rusev Day. Say again? Woo! Woo! And then we've got a pretty good barn burner of a tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Rollins and Ambrose challenge the current champions, McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, like we've said. Did I miss any matches? I think those are the 8 matches, but those any matches added to the card after our show tonight, we'll just put in our comments. But these are the 8 we'll contest with. Let's go back to the British guys. Rory Barr, you're in the lead. How confident are you right now? You're 55-28. The road to New York. You're the leader, sir. Can you taste that steak dinner yet? You're about halfway there.
Yeah, I will say In order to maintain my lead, I had to make some very difficult decisions.
Yeah.
They will become evident in time. Obviously, give it an hour or so, and everything will become clear. There may be a few surprises involved, but that is what I insist I give the audience. I will not be. Well, to be fair, in order to maintain the lead, I've not gone out obvious every time. You know, last month I went for the KO win on with the Braun Strowman, the KO cash in. That did not pay off, as you may know. But there's got to be some risks involved, otherwise I wouldn't be in the lead right now, should I say? So,
right on. Well, with your lead, I will let you guys lead the match discussion with your order of the card. But before you start us off here in the predictions, we'll introduce our guy Lee Ermey. Hit it, Marine.
Knock off the jaw jack, and it's time for mail call.
All right, with that, we'll get our letters ready, and we'll make our picks. Once again, WWE Hell in a Cell live this Sunday from San Antonio, Texas. A little that's Shawn Michaels territory. We'll get to that in a minute. Actually, we're going to talk about that more in depth as it gets closer. He was in the news a little bit. Actually, we'll talk about it right now, guys. I don't have the YouTube page up, but that's probably been the best little angle. The old school guys, The Undertaker, made an appearance on Monday Night Raw not too long ago. It appears that Shawn Michaels, once again, for the millionth time, being asked to be called out of retirement. He's been good at it ever since he did retire. He hasn't come back. A very good segment on Raw as he is backing up his guy. Triple H takes on The Undertaker at the Australian show, the Super Show Down Under. That'll be our next show after Hell in a Cell. What is that again? October 6th? Guys, thoughts on Undertaker, Shawn Michaels? Do you think these guys are going to have a match at WrestleMania? We'll go to Mark Wood first. I have no. I just muted them. No clue what they're doing over there. Are they playing? Are they in Las Vegas or something? We'll come back to those guys. But Mark, what'd you think of Undertaker coming out to in response to Shawn Michaels' words of support to Triple H on Monday Night Raw? A little nostalgia.
Sounds like a triple threat match in the making to me, if not a rematch.
You think that's going to be a triple threat?
No, I'm just saying it sounds like down the road maybe.
Yeah, I have the feeling that Shawn Michaels is going to come back, and it's going to be a WrestleMania match in New York. But unbelievable. I really enjoyed that segment. That's the difference between stars of today and those guys. I feel like I'm more captured in the ring with their presence and their promos, the stories. We all want to see HBK back. I actually want to see him wrestle again. It won't bother me that he's come out of retirement, but it kind of makes sense if he does the way The Undertaker's been taunting him. He's the one that retired him back at WrestleMania 26 in Arizona. So I think that would be a big seller. You got The Rock possibly taking on Roman Reigns by then. That has the ability to be a stacked WrestleMania New York card. We'll go to the guys in England.
Same as I said before.
What are your thoughts on the HBK and Undertaker confrontation?
HBK, is this setting up a match between them both at Mania?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what it's looking like, but
it's something we've seen before. We've seen many times before, so I don't feel like it's necessary. I can see Undertaker goading HBK out of retirement. That seems absolutely fine. But for it only to pay off in him having a match with him at Mania, which is the only realistic venue that they could do that. As a wrestling fan, I think I've seen it before. It's not going to be the best match that they'll ever have. They're both, what? How old's HBK now? 50s, easy.
Yeah.
50s, easy. Undertaker's, what, 53? It's not going to be a good match. As good as they are in the prime, they're not going to live up to that.
It's not how old you are. It's how good you are.
But it's also how old you are. So
it's more about how good you are.
Yeah, but if HBK was going to come out of retirement, I'd prefer it to be with a younger guy. Obviously, ideally, that would be, for me, AJ. They just seem to mesh. In theory, they seem to mesh so well together. So, otherwise, it would be a classic Adam Cole HBK, but I think it's too early for
Adam Cole, baby.
I apologize. Ideally it'd be Adam Cole HBK, but that's not going to happen this year or next year. So for the time being, AJ HBK would be the dream match. So I'm underwhelmed. I'm underwhelmed if it's anything else. So that's my opinion at the very least. So you go.
Ryan, what are your thoughts, buddy? It captivated me. I'm intrigued. I think those guys are in way better shape than me. But yeah, they won't relive what they did at WrestleMania 25. That's for sure. That was probably the best match ever as far as WWE is concerned. But
if there's virtually no chance for them to top it, why bother doing it again? I don't know.
Like in the promo, Shawn Michaels says The Undertaker costed them millions because he'd still be if he didn't have to retire. I think he's chomping at the bit, obviously, wants to make some more millions.
It's just story at that point, though. So, by all means, it could be a good build-up, but the build-up has to have a payoff. The payoff is the match. If the match doesn't live up to the hype, it's just going to be an overall... The feud is just going to be seen as a disappointment. So, I don't know.
Rat Boy, your ultimate thoughts. I respect what you would... You're pretty knowledgeable on... What do you think? You want to see that match?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Shawn Michaels was the most perfect of all wrestling retirements. Any return to the ring nullifies that.
All right. Well,
doesn't need to come back. Shouldn't come back. Don't come back.
All right. Well, that's our opinions, guys. We'll see what the developments. I'm sure you're going to see HBK involved in that match somehow. I would assume, especially leading up to it, possibly. But we're here for Hell in a Cell. Once again, from San Antonio, the home of Shawn Michaels, down there at the AT&T Center. So it's sponsored by WWE Champions, the video game. Both Raw and SmackDown superstars are on this one. And I've never been to the AT&T Center. I guess that's where the San Antonio Spurs play. But we'll see. I guess they usually have some good crowds there. I'm trying to think of the last pay-per-view that was at San Antonio. I know they had some, but 8 matches on the card, and we might as well dive into it, guys. Let's get our predictions going. You guys start us off. Give us what you think's going to start it off. What do we got? The pre-show? Is that the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, or was there something else announced? Help me out.
Unless I'm mistaken, Ryan has told me that apparently it's the Tag Team Championships of SmackDown. And just go straight ahead. Prediction for that is
the New Day.
Too early. To put it simply, it's too early for them to lose it. As much as I'd love Rusev Day to win, I don't see it happening. All I see happening from this loss is I can see Aiden English costing them the championship. And therefore, a feud will occur between Rusev and Aiden English, and obviously Rusev will crush him in that feud. So that's all I see this building to. They're not going to win. So,
yeah.
As much as I'd love it. It's not going to happen. So I'm fairly confident in that. So you go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, wait. I'm the guy in second place. I'm next.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, of course.
Ryan, you're currently 42 and 41. You can catch me after this. I think I'm going to have a crappy record, guys. But I got to be honest, guys. I've been SmackDown. I've been praising a lot. I've been kind of down these past couple of weeks. I just haven't really enjoyed SmackDown as much as Raw, actually. I mean, I know you guys are probably going to be like, what? But where the hell is Shinsuke Nakamura? I mean, he's one of the reasons I tune in a lot. That USA champion, United States Championships just buried and gone. I got to be honest, Daniel Bryan's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and I'm just not digging this mixed tag. We'll get to that in a minute. SmackDown as a whole, I could care less about. I'm sorry, guys. I could care less about Rusev Day. I'm not attached to it. Yes, I agree, Rory. I think Aiden English is going to cost them this match. Why would the New Day? I have enjoyed. I enjoyed the Booker T segment when he came out there in Toronto a couple of weeks ago. I really enjoyed that. They even brought out a Stanley Cup. They're celebrating them winning the tag team championships from SmackDown off the Bludgeon Brothers. Get well soon to Eric Rowan, by the way. I don't know what is going to go on with Luke Harper. He's gone from the mix, but I don't know. They just kind of been throwing tag matches out there. I haven't. Cesaro, I love Cesaro and I love Sheamus, but it's like they've had some good matches, I guess, with the New Day. But Rusev Day gets the shot, and I just don't see them winning, guys. I'm going to go to the New Day. Why would you take it off of them? They're probably the hottest, one of the hottest things. I do like their announce table that they have down there by ringside when they're out there commentating. Kofi Kingston's a trip. What's his name? I can't even remember. But God, I'm unprepared, guys. He does a fantastic job when he's back there cosplaying a white reporter. But New Day all the way. Make a lot of pancakes. If the Rusev, what is Lana doing out there? I figured she'd be fighting with Aiden English by now, because all the screw ups Aiden's costing him. I guess he's good with them now, but
cool.
I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling it. The New Day is going into the mailbox for the mailman. Rat Boy, your pick.
A battle of the days, both Rusev and New.
Wow. That's one hell of a... I can feel that. Well, for your sake, I hope they win it. Man, he's even got the lowercase A's in that. Nice handwriting there. So that's one for Rusev Day. Mark Wood. Sorry, I feel like we haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, buddy? Thoughts on the New Day and Rusev Day? I guess this is going to be our kickoff match.
Music's my gimmick.
New Day rocks. Shit, I think we did we lose Mark?
I think you might have muted him.
Oh, shit. I did. Oh, there he is. All right. All day for Mark. New Day.
Yeah, too. I'm gonna roll with the New Day. I actually agree with the bar on the timing of this isn't enough time for them to be the champion. Let's roll with it.
Oh, I think we lost you on audio there for a minute, Mark. Say that again.
I think the bar is right with the amount of time that they've been champion. I don't think it's time for a switch yet.
Yeah. What did you think? Did you watch the King Booker segment a couple weeks ago when he because they were the five-time.
Yeah. Yep.
Little spinneroni action. That was a great moment. I think I popped out. That was probably the last thing I popped for lately in wrestling. But
Kofi was pretty funny.
Yeah, Big E. I've always been a Big E fan. Unfortunately for these guys, their faction is so good. I think that's what's holding Big E from going on to like a single. But I still think these guys, if they do give up these titles, can eventually go into singles runs. Doesn't mean they have to break up, you know. I think we had some action on the chatter. We've got James Deadpool Herrera joining us. Just what's up, Deadpool? He has Rusev Day for the win. So if you're keeping score at home, thanks, Deadpool, for your vote. We'll visit, see how you did as well. So
that's all we've got.
So Rat Boy has the Rusev Day, the rest of us New Day, and Deadpool takes Rusev Day as well. So that takes us in the main card. By the way, guys, thoughts on Renee Young? She is now a permanent fixture on Monday Night Raw as a fixture at the announce booth. I think it's pretty cool. As much as I like the history of the coach, his voice was always kind of annoying to me, but I think he's moved to the kickoff show host duties. I think with his role, I think he was just away on assignment a lot. So this probably suits him better as well. I mean, I think Renee Young brings some to the table. What say you guys? Are you happy that Renee Young has joined Michael Cole and Corey Graves, the savior of misbehavior, on Monday nights? We'll go to Rory and Rat Boy. What are your thoughts on Renee Young?
I've got to say, for me personally, Renee, well, anyone is better than Coach. As much as he's enjoyable to watch, he's just a train wreck when it comes to commentary. There's he's a minefield of mistakes, and just as misspeaking his lines, as he's pointing out things that he shouldn't point out. What was that one example? Ronda, during the SummerSlam match between Ronda and Alexa Bliss, Ronda could be audibly heard to say, "Are you ready?" as like to tell Alexa Bliss, "Are you ready for this slam that I'm about to do?" Essentially, and Coach pointed it out. He said, "Oh, she's telling Alexa Bliss, are you ready?" At least she's courteous. And then obviously she slammed her. But that's you as a commentator, you're meant to skirt over those things, even if it is audible, even if you can hear them. Obviously don't point them out from a production standpoint. So. Obviously, sorry, I've skipped off of Renee Young there, so I focused on Coach a bit there. So as far as Renee Young goes, she's fine. She's absolutely fine. She's better than Coach, as I've said. So it doesn't matter if she's a woman, to be honest. As long as she's better than what they have, then it's a good decision. So I'm all for it, to be honest. And it'd be interesting as well as a first time, a first ever. Women's commentator as a fixed position on Raw. I'm totally behind it, and it'll be interesting to hear a woman's point of view consistently every week because we never had that before. So all I'm going to say, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, we're yet to see how good she will be. She's been fine so far. She seems to toe the line a little bit too well, but she's only had 3 weeks, so I don't think it's fair to judge based on that. So I'm all for it, and I'm interested to see how she'll handle the role. Although, at the same time, I'm disappointed that we won't get her interviews in the backstage segments anymore, because she always had the best. She always had the best interviews. On top of that, so
Kayla Braxton's she was on SmackDown last week. She's pretty easy on the eyes. I think she's done a great job. I haven't seen the I call her the robot, Dasha Fuentes. She doesn't really.
Sorry, I was going to say they have a new backstage interviewer now. I'm sure they hired her.
Charlie Caruso. She's really good too. I think she's pretty good.
New one. She's a new one, completely new. I've never heard her name before. Miz made a point out of saying her name during the interview because she's new. She's completely new. Never seen her before on TV. As far as I know, I can't remember her name. It's the first time she appeared. But
it's Kayla Braxton. She used to be down in NXT.
Is that a name?
Yeah.
Is that the first time she's appeared or not?
Well, I mean, she hasn't been doing backstage WWE stuff. She's been down in NXT. I think she's done some ring announcing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But she's she looks like she took the place over on the Blue brand where her name.
All I'll say is from my perspective, at least, I've never noticed her before. So the fact that Miz gave her a name, well, hopefully she'll do a good job replacing Renee in terms of backstage segments. So that's all you can hope for, really.
Rat Boy, thoughts on Renee? Fan or no?
Coach was good in his original heel commentary role in 2003.
Yeah.
Turned heel at SummerSlam 2003 during the unsanctioned match between Eric Bischoff and Shane McMahon. However, this is not the no-holds-barred, uncensored environment of talking smack. And as happy as I am for Renee Young, she will soon find herself horribly overproduced and sounding similar to the rest of them. Now,
that's what I worry about. Just female Michael Cole. That's what I worry about.
Renee Young is the best of a bad situation. But
do not need two vanilla commentators. That's all I can see her being ever. If she toes the line in the typical sense. Corey Graves is amazing. It's great because he brings his own personality to the spotlight.
Again,
we do not need two vanilla commentators.
Horribly overproduced. His reputation that he built up in NXT is now gone.
He's fine.
He's becoming as insufferable as Michael Cole slowly.
All right, Mark, your turn, buddy. What do you think?
Give it time. Give it time.
Michael,
give it time.
I don't see it. I have to disagree.
These fucking guys.
Give it time. Give it time. I'm all for Aaron Saxton.
Oh yeah.
Will you miss Coach Mark, or where you think?
I won't miss Coach. Can you go back to ESPN?
Yeah. No, Coach. I guess he works for Golf Channel too. I don't know, but
he was good as a heel commentator.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Rat Boy. He was a better heel. He just found himself stepping over Corey a lot and saying some. I mean, I do enjoy. I'm a big fan of Corey. I know he kind of has been overproduced himself. He says a lot of the same stuff over and over again every once in a while, like no quarter. He says that about a million times, but I think Corey he entertains me still because you can tell when there's a funny moment, he'll be at the table and he just can't compose himself. But real fun stuff. Right, back to the card, guys. You guys have the next match announced. Did we? Yeah. We all had the New Day except for Rat Boy. He had Rusev Day. And our guest that has joined us, James Deadpool Herrera, sir, you had Rusev Day as well. Let's start the card off. What's your opening match, guys?
Thank you. We have selected to open the card is going to be the Hell in a Cell match between Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy.
Oh, nice. Wow. That is going to be a beauty, I think. Good call. Down comes the my favorite thing about when they lower cages, they lower Hells in a Cell is that music. There's nothing like it. It gets you pumped up. They get the lights flashing. I saw a cage match between Braun. This is when Kane returned last fall out here in Portland. So I got to experience that live. That was actually my first cage. No, I did see Hell in a Cell, McMahon and The Undertaker, Shane, at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. Other than that, I'd never seen a cage match live. So I thought that was fun. So yeah. Start us off, Rory, the charismatic Enigma, taking on the Viper, Randy Orton. You're up, sir.
Okie dokie then. So let's give some background to this match. I had to think about it for a second. Okay, right. So, it's been made clear in the past few weeks that Jeff Hardy, the one thing that was missing from his career was a Hell in a Cell match. Now he's been granted that opportunity. He's had a storied career, shall we both say? Yeah, I'm sure you agree. He's had virtually every match going. Would you almost agree to that?
The drugs don't work.
Yeah, to quote the Verve, yes, indeed.
They just make you worse.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's finished. Yeah, he finished. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So.
As far as see your face again.
Yeah. So anyway, Jeff Hardy. Yes. There we go. So. Yeah. So he's wanted this match for the entire career that he's had. It's been the one thing that he's not had. Therefore, he's God. What? How old is he now? 42. 42.
I think he's a year. Yeah, he might be.
He's early 40s. I know that much.
He's about my age. I'm 42.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's around about that age. I may not be exact, but I'm correct. I think. His body is battered, but I don't think he cares. He's in a Hell in a Cell match. Hell in a Cell matches are famed for ridiculous, risky spots. He's quoted as saying that he wants to do a swanton off the top of a Hell in a Cell. So this is his first opportunity to do that. So therefore, that is something that is going to happen. That I'm 80% confident he's going to do a swanton off the top. How that's going to happen, I don't know. If he's going to do it before the match starts officially, or is he going to do that mid-match? You're going to do that towards the end? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's going to happen at some point. He's going to get, if he's
doing
introduced
it before
into
the match
ring,
starts would be a mistake.
It's wrestling. That's your argument. It's wrestling. It doesn't matter when it happens. But
how's that my argument?
You say that all the time. Whenever something, we're diverging from the subject. Sorry, we need to make this as concise as possible. So, yes. So you got obviously, it's the main focus of this match is the fact that it's a Jeff Hardy match. It's his dream. Therefore, he'll be afforded certain spots, booking logic wise. So therefore, yeah. So we'll see a swanton. We'll see a swanton. At the very least, one swanton.
Are we gonna get a pick, Rory? Give us a pick, goddammit.
I'm trying to explain my choice, but fine. Despite my Jeff Hardy obsession, Randy Orton will be the winner.
Randy the Viper.
You'll win.
Good God. All right. Thank you for that long-winded answer.
Great
good
details.
Points.
I tried.
Great detail.
Yeah.
I applaud
good details. Our guy James Deadpool Herrera on the chat. He says the Straight Edge Society will come after Jeff Hardy. Wait, wrong decade. Yeah. I guess as far as those drugs or whatever, but no, I think Jeff's in the right place right now. I really enjoyed that documentary. My wife, Denise, she's a casual wrestling fan. She sat down and watched that. The Hardy Boys piece on was it WWE 24. If you haven't watched that yet, I know I've said something about that in previous shows. Highly recommended. Go watch that on WWE Network. If you find yourself bored, WWE is a great piece with that. WWE 24 is my favorite network show on there, by the way. But go seek out that Hardy Boys one. Both those guys were in some dark places, but
I'm not looking at them, but your papers have fallen.
Say again? Oh, he's
sorry,
talking.
I was just referencing the bar. Sorry.
Oh, okay, I was like, what is he talking about? But on to my pick. But
your papers have fallen.
Jeff's been easy to root for. Coming back from some demons, and now that Matt looks like he's pretty much probably done with his wrestling career. He hasn't officially said so, but looks like he's probably going to end up being a backstage agent, if not already. But this should be a great match. Randy Orton's had the easiest summer, I think, out of any WWE superstar, getting just having to come out and lay whoopings on Jeff Hardy all summer. His SummerSlam, he came down the ramp and went back, I guess, after Shinsuke beat him. So I think he has saved his energy for this Hell in a Cell match. I think it will be a barn burner, and I am going to agree. I think it does kick it off. I think you do start this Hell in a Cell off, the pay-per-view off with this match, and I think these guys go a good 26 minutes. I think it's going to be they'll find good storytelling. Randy will get some rest holds and stuff, but we will see a high spot or 2 or 3 by Jeff Hardy. But when this match is over, like Rory the Bar, you will see Randy Orton get his hand raised. I've got the Viper as well, sir, to go into the mailbox. And who knows, are the Hardys done? I mean, automatic Hall of Fame bids. Just 2 years ago in Orlando, we saw that epic entrance of them. Everybody wanted them back. Are they done already? I think Jeff still has a lot of wrestling left in him, but man, I don't know. I think he is beat up. I don't know. I hope he's not done for my sake, for my entertainment. I enjoy watching him, but this feud will finally end, though. Randy Orton getting it over, and maybe he will wash his face again and cleanse him. Pretty eerie stuff. I mean, we've seen him put fingers in his earlobes, his whatever you call those things, those gauges. It's Randy Orton's one of the creepiest wrestlers of all time. Rat Boy, I've gone just as long as the bar. It's your turn, buddy.
3 o'clock, and we're only on our second prediction.
Holy shit! We can speed it up.
Do or die.
This is why you got 50-50 booking. Just predictions.
Jeff Hardy, please don't die. Please don't die.
Please don't die.
Mark Wood.
Please don't die.
Don't fall asleep, Mark.
Please don't die.
Quick. Give me Randy Orton.
Randy.
He's going Randy Orton too.
What? Ooh.
Wow. Rat Boy, you are
Well,
fine. You are going to catch up if you get these picks right. I cut you off, sir. Do you have anything to say about this feud, guy? Mr. Rat Boy. Yeah, I don't think I gave you enough time. Did you what are your thoughts on this feud, this rivalry between Viper and charismatic Enigma?
Do or die.
So that's basically it.
Thank you.
All right. Mark, what have you thought of this build up? Jeff's finally getting a Hell in a Cell moment.
Yeah, he is. I think that ear.
He's gonna die.
I can't get over the earlobe thing. I mean, it's just, that is the most insane thing I've seen in wrestling ever. Grabbing the dude by his jug, basically his jug handle.
Randy Orton has had some of the craziest, creepiest stories from him punting. What was it? Vince McMahon, Stephanie. I don't know, man. I gave my brother-in-law Dave one of those brawling buddies of Randy Orton because Dave's not into wrestling anymore, but he'll watch every once in a while. And Randy Orton's the creepiest guy, but he's got that little brawling buddy in his little man cave, and it just sits there and it stares at you and crazy as shit. But anything else, Mark?
I'm actually disappointed that Ryan didn't stick his hand down his pants before he gave it to it.
Oh no! Please don't encourage him, please. Jesus Christ. James Deadpool Herrera's got Randy Orton RKOing Jeff out of the cell. I don't know how that's possible, but that would be unbelievable. All right, guys, what's your next matchup?
I'm sorry. I'm just going to mute ourselves. I thought.
No, you're up next now. It's the next matchup. What do you got? Oh, Christ. He mutes himself, and then I've got to unmute him. Hold on. Are you there now? I mean, we're on live TV here. You guys have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? So you had to mute us because of Ryan.
No, but you're next up for the next match.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that, but it's Ryan's fault. Okay,
Joey.
Right, wait. I mixed up my picks, so I might have to refer to Ryan. What did we have next?
Well, I'll try to come up with something here.
No, we didn't. Go on. What's your actual pick? Sorry,
I'm going to Raw October 1st. It's in Seattle. It'll be the last Raw in Seattle under the Key Arena before they renovate. After they renovate it, I think we're getting NHL hockey out here, Mark. But I will be at Raw October 1st, guys. So that'll be cool. Are you guys ready yet?
What is your pick? Please, no.
We have.
You're making this show super inefficient.
Right.
Right.
What is Raw Tag Team? I don't do inefficiency.
Go on.
The Raw Tag Team Championships.
Raw Tag
Championships. It's going to be Rollins and Ambrose versus McIntyre and Ziggler. McIntyre-Ziggler won the straps off the B team. And God, that was something else. And where the hell is the Revival? God, I don't even know, man. They got wiped out by Drew and Dolph. They need to go to SmackDown, I think. But go ahead, guys.
I felt a bit of a risk picking this. There is a future plan involved. It's my logic is that it lines up with something else I've picked. If this may result in a similar situation of the KO Money in the Bank pick, where I've gone a bit too far when it comes to given the right idea, the right pick. But having said that, I'm just going to say it. Seth and Dean, aka The Shield, 2 points of The Shield. They will come out with the Tag Team Championships. So you've got there, obviously, Seth and Dean. Seth being the Intercontinental Championship at the same time. Roman, at this point, also being the Universal Champion. So you've got four, at this specific time, you've got 4 championships, if you include each individual championships of the tag team division being separate. So you got 4 or 3 within one group of 3 members, obviously. So Seth Dean is my pick.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna agree with him to make it quick. It's crazy that Dolph and Drew just won the straps off the B team, but I kind of agree. I think the Shield is taking home gold this night. It's gonna be crazy, man. I know Ryan is licking his chops for the picks. I've got Rollins and Ambrose because last year didn't they have the gold at this time? And I think they're gonna rehash what they were supposed to do with whatever they're trying to accomplish. Because they were the tag team champs, if you recall, before Dean got hurt. And speaking of Dean, I just saw this on Pro Wrestling Sheet. Dean Ambrose says he nearly died during
Punk infection.
Injury recovering from the staph infection. So you can go check that article. I'll read it for you. WWE star Dean Ambrose says he nearly died from a staph infection during his time away from the ring, which made his recent return mean that much more. By the way, he does look way better than he did. Ambrose detailed his recovery process during the interview with the Monitor and talked about how his downtime was much longer than initially expected. So, yeah, I was expecting him to come back around Money in the Bank, actually, but I actually like the way they held it off till SummerSlam. But you can find this on Pro Wrestling Sheet, but I don't have any comments, but it just sounded like a big nightmare from what Dean basically recovering. When did he get hurt? Over the winter. So that was pretty scary. It's good to see the Lunatic Fringe back. I think they're going to get their hands on the tag straps. The mailman going to put that to the bank and put it in the mailbox. Back to the Rat Boy. He's licking his chops.
Well, we are dead on at the moment.
Yes.
The mailman.
Yes.
Sure we are.
Woo! You know, I must say that this bottle of Iron Brew, which I will now finish.
This question: when we go over to America, does he want a bottle of Iron Brew?
Has been quite delightful. You know where this bottle of Iron Brew comes from? Scotland. It's a little country.
Guys, educate our audience. What the hell is that shit?
Iron Brew, right? Iron Brew. From my experience in America, there's nothing quite like it. It tastes great.
What is it?
It's kind of metallic. It's hard. If you've not tasted Iron Brew before, you won't know what it tastes like. You won't know. It does not. It doesn't taste like bubblegum at all. It tastes like iron. Therefore, it's called Iron Brew. Is it
alcohol? What the fuck is it?
No, it's not alcohol. It's
better than anything you've ever drank before.
All right.
There's a question. We're going over to New York next year.
Yeah.
Would you want to bring you a bottle of Iron Brew just so you can understand?
How are you gonna get it through? I don't know. You can't take it on the plane, can you?
Case. We can put it in a suitcase.
Oh, okay. It's gonna make it. It's gonna explode.
Oh, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Probably.
All
maybe.
Right.
If you want,
bring it over. Hopefully, it makes it.
If you want a bottle, we'll give you one.
Well, it's a good logo.
No, I think it's a decision now we've made. We'll get you a bottle, and you can decide how you feel about Iron Brew.
All right, guys, we got to get Mark Wood to New York. Persuade this guy. It's got just for. Oh, by the way, I got my calendar. It's shaping up really cool, man. For the mailman, I've got that weekend already. That's already my weekend. The weekend before Mania. Or no. It's April 4th, right, guys?
Mania. Is that Mania? Oh, wait.
April the 7th.
Ask Ryan.
Oh, April 7th. Oh, shit. Okay, it's still going to work out. That's going to be my Monday anyways. I'm going to have a great week. I'm coming no matter what, but the calendar is nice to the mailman in 2019, so I'm looking forward to this. But back to you guys and the Rap Boy. We got to get these predictions underway. Let's go.
Okay.
You know, Scotland remains the only country where another fizzy drink outsells the mighty Coca-Cola.
What is that?
Iron Brew.
Oh, okay. That's the Scottish Coca-Cola.
Do you know who else comes from up north in Scotland?
Good transition here, guys.
Is it a... Respect. I can see it going either way, to be fair.
All right. I think the Rat Boy is probably kind of gained some ground here.
He's gone the opposite way that we've gone. So
he's either going to be hurting or catching up. Mark, what are you thinking of this tag team match? Whoa. How is he on mute again? Mark, I'm sorry.
You don't even need to ask that question.
Yeah, that's your boys.
That's right.
Rollins and Dean.
Mark.
What I don't know.
Lack of ambition.
What have you been thinking of Dean Ambrose? Has he looked good since he's been back?
Yeah, everybody keeps saying he's going to turn heel. I hope he doesn't, because you know how I feel about him. But I'll go with him even if he's heel too. So
the greatest pick to ever be made on this show.
Do you think? I think Dean will. This is where I got him. I can't. They're too loud over there. Hold on.
Victory.
All right, Mark. Mark, do you think Dean will hold on? Or there'll be a faction for a while, I would assume. The Shield.
Greatest book ever.
When do you think Dean would pull the trigger if he would? Probably around. Do you think there's gonna be possibility of a triple threat match again?
Are we muted?
Between these guys. Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
When do you think Dean Ambrose will pull the trigger on maybe being a heel? If that's in the card, I don't know.
After WrestleMania next year, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. All right, guys. What's your next match?
Next match,
WWE Championship. AJ Styles.
No, women are involved now.
Well, women.
Finally,
I love women.
It's taken a while. We've got our first women's match. Now, this is the
show us your card that says Becky Lynch, and we'll get on with it, friend.
This is the most difficult decision I've had to make.
I'll prep the music for you. I'll give you the music.
Yeah, at least. There's a logic behind this.
Nice swerve. I like it. He's swerving us before he.
That logic results in.
Whoa!
What
the hell?
Yes.
I'm actually shocked on this one, guys.
I'm also shocked.
I'm really shocked. Are you gonna explain anymore?
All I'm gonna say is Evolution. Wait for that.
Evolution.
It's the first women's pay-per-view. There needs to be a marquee moment. That moment will be the crowning of a new women's champion. That new women's champion being Becky Lynch. So there's a spoiler for the future. For the next pay-per-view, there's a spoiler for you.
Mark, what are you laughing at, dude? Mark, what's so funny over there?
It's
dude, you're on fucking mute again.
Well,
Ryan is funny.
Well,
Mark, what?
Ryan is funny.
Mark is your biggest fan right now. Well, wow, I didn't expect that, guys. But good points taken. They are saving that probably a lot of moments for the evolution. I keep calling evolution just based off.
I'll just say one thing that I've learned as a Becky Lynch fan is patience.
Yeah.
Patience.
I don't know, man. Off this last SmackDown, I think she's ready now, guys. I'm just telling you right now, Becky Lynch wins this Sunday. The mailman's certified delivery of the night, Becky Lynch.
Double turn.
Maybe. But
I even
this
prepared the
past
music.
SmackDown, she came out of the crowd. Charlotte's taking selfies with 2 kids, and she comes out. She had a brunette wig or something, some glasses. I have never seen a more determined Becky Lynch in my life. If she doesn't win, it's going to be some false fuck finish. Becky Lynch is getting the mailman's certified delivery of the night.
Stop.
Put an express label on it. We're going to ship this sucker. Becky Lynch is taking home a title Sunday. Rat Boy.
No, it's not as good if she wins now.
But however,
On you.
I can't believe you, Rat Boy. Or Rory, I can't believe you're not picking your girl.
No, there's a logic. I've told you the logic.
I know.
Ryan, go.
I'm stunned. I'm still stunned.
Well,
Don't get me wrong. He does make a fair point. He's used logic, and I can't fault that.
the rare time I'll use logic in a women's feud.
I do think
that involves Becky.
I do think we will see this match revisited.
Oh, he brought out some bubbly.
Pay-per-view Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
However, for that match to happen at Evolution, the most logical conclusion is a result of no contest.
No contest.
No contest.
Risque.
So, what's double
How?
count out?
In a Hell in a Cell, how does it work? How does a no contest work?
This is not a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh shit! Of course,
It's not consent.
I
Hell in a Cell
apologize.
match.
You're correct. So yeah, so how does it work then? Your logic. How does the
Effectively,
no contest come about?
Charlotte will still leave as the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, but the match ends in a no contest.
How?
Okay?
How?
How?
Surely you've thought about it.
Say again?
If you predicted a no contest,
The match
How does it
ends in a no contest.
that's
No
no explanation.
Contest, eh?
Surely you need your reason.
That's all the reasoning I need. No contest.
Surely mentally, you've
Becky Lynch will win the SmackDown Women's Championship at Evolution,
Yes, I agree.
which remains a mystery, full of change,
That
which no one sees.
I see.
Clock makes a fool of history.
Mark Wood, Becky
So
Lynch,
long ago,
Scarlett Flair.
Don't agree with
Oh yeah!
no.
Right,
Becky Lynch gets Mark Wood's seal of approval.
that I didn't.
You know what?
Well, I
Me
know. Apparently,
Mark, you're copying my answers.
We're going
but-
with the same
hey,
person to leave with a championship.
Mark, what's your
Written down.
Right place for it to happen is
Yeah, I know. Mark, what's your thoughts of this rivalry? I mean, this is one of the better rivalries going right now in WWE. I think.
I don't know. I think Charlotte, off of what Rat Boy was, or the bar was saying, I think that Charlotte's going to end up winning the title at Evolution, type of a hype type thing. But for her to do that, obviously, she needs to lose it right now in order to get it back. She did steal Becky Lynch's title shot at the last paid per view. And she should have had 1-on-1. And I just think that Becky gets it done somehow, and then she loses it at Evolution. So that's how I think the storyline set.
Yeah, aren't these guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't these guys on the Australian card? Rat Boy, you guys are on.
Hello,
Rory, Rat Boy, isn't this match a rematch as well on the Aussie Super Show?
I don't think it's been confirmed, but I suspect so.
Rat Boy's looking it up.
I still don't think that Becky would get the title until Evolution. There needs to be one marquee match. So far, the other match is Ronda Rousey, Alexa Bliss on this card. So obviously Ronda's going to win. I apologize, Ryan. So Ronda's going to win this match coming, Hell in a Cell. Is she against Nikki Bella? Is she Ronda?
Please don't.
Is it Ronda Nikki?
I think so.
Yeah, so obviously Ronda's going to win that at the Super Showdown, is it? Oh no, that's Evolution, isn't it?
Well, we'll get to it after this one. I'm pretty sure
we'll get to it. We'll come
each
to
other
that.
down under.
Yeah,
But
okay, then.
what's y'all's next matchup? We've got a shocking pick by the bar. He's taking Charlotte. We've got the Mailman taking Becky.
Regretfully.
And Mr. Wood taking Becky. And Rat Boy, no contest. That's going to be one hell of a pick if he gets it. If he gets that pick right, our post show, I will
you get credibility.
I'll do a shot of something. If you guys name it, I'll do a shot of. If we get a no contest, Rat Boy, I'll do a shot in favor of you. Fireball or something.
Toilet water.
Okay, water's good too. What's the next match, boys?
Water.
Right, are we not? Oh God! Right. Okay, next. I believe are we at the WWE Championship?
We are the WWE Championship.
The WWE Championship. Story time. Samoa Joe.
At the latter end of the mid card. Unfortunately, that's where the WWE Championship has been relegated to in recent times. However, a pick we must choose. So, for myself, Samoa Joe technically won the last round. Therefore, I will go for Mr. Alan Jones. Styly. Should I say?
Alan Jones.
There we go.
How predictable.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. Okay.
Yeah, I think Mr. Alan Jones has a lot to prove here to live up to his name, the house that AJ Styles built, SmackDown. What did you guys think of the storytelling Samoa Joe had with his book? I thought I had that up and ready to go. Give me a couple of seconds here. We'll play it for a minute.
I felt as a man, as a father, as a husband, I had to defend myself. And when I did, I got emotional. I did. And you got me to go to a place I didn't want to go. A dark place. A place where I wanted to rip your head off. But then I got home. I got home where I could hug my kids, hug my wife. And as I was holding Wendy, she said, babe, you can't lose your cool like that.
Now, AJ, that is a wonderful tale that you are telling these lovely people. But you and I know that what you're saying is just not true. Here in my hand, I hold a letter.
Oh, you know what? I brought up the wrong promo. Sorry, guys. That was for SummerSlam. Screw it. I'm really enjoying this feud. I was looking for the Samoa Joe storytelling one. God, the Mailman. I need to go to school for producing, but real quick, James Deadpool Herrera weighed in on his Becky Lynch pick, and he has Becky Lynch as well. So the bar, you're gonna hate yourself once you lose this Charlotte pick. But Deadpool James Herrera takes Becky Lynch for the win. And he also says AJ Jimmy Styles. He thought I looked like AJ when I had my hair. He says
you win no matter what.
AJ Styles is taking the win Sunday, and I agree with both you guys. I think AJ is going to have a lengthy run. I'm sorry, Samoa Joe, you're not taking it, and you're as much as I enjoy AJ Styles or Samoa Joe, he will get his championship sometime next year. I think AJ is going to have a historic WWE championship run, and that's the Mailman. Rat Boy.
Sorry.
I messed that production up. This is one of our worst shows ever.
Still good. It's still good. Don't worry. It's still good.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
All right.
We're having fun.
I tell you where I enjoyed eating when we were last in America. Wendy's.
Did you get yourself a big, hot Dave and juicy, whatever the
Big Dave, whatever they're called.
A hot, toasty brioche bun.
Fuck. No, it was
2 hamburger patties, 6 slices of bacon, with 4 slices of what somebody described as American cheese.
They called a huge disappointment.
And I believe they called it the Baconator. How can you call it a huge disappointment, asshole?
what the?
It was actual shit.
How is it mean to shit? They call it the Baconator. It's a reason, man.
Baconator, man.
Gross. It was gross.
Right?
Yeah.
How was it
It
gross?
was disgusting.
It's 2 hamburger patties, 4 slices of American cheese, 6 bacon, and hot
Somehow it's the gross status.
It's bacon and cheese and meat, man. What's your issue?
No.
Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry.
We're out of
control now.
You go.
So you don't like bacon no more?
Don't like fucking jelly.
It's not jelly, it's bacon, man. Unbelievable.
You don't have any Wendy's over there?
No.
We have about 3, and they're all based in London. So basically,
That doesn't matter to you because you wouldn't go, would you?
It's the fucking good. Make a choice. Make a choice.
I will make my choice eventually.
Go.
The Rat Boy is angry right now. We need to get this guy Baconator. Ah!
Strike them down to make them pay, change their ways, their evil ways.
Hey, Jay Styles. Will it be a sweep? Mark Wood. It is.
Wendy.
And Deadpool James Herrera also says, "Hey, Jay Styles." That, of course, Ryan just played the TNA theme song AJ had. I really dug AJ's themes. He had more than one, I think, over there, but very cool music. And WWE, I think that theme song they have for him now was meant for James Storm, and James Storm, who knows where he's at anymore? He can't even stay with MLW. But a clean sweep. I'm really surprised by that. I thought one of y'all would pick Samoa Joe. Should be a hell of. I've enjoyed this rivalry. Unfortunately, I just think AJ Styles is going to have one hell of a run. What is it? November. It'll be a year since he had the championship. And I think they're going to run with this guy for a while, at least till Mania. That's the mailman's opinion. Guys, anything else to say before we move on to our next match?
Well, it's been a year. If I
November. November it'll be a year.
Yeah, November. So next time he's in the UK, assuming that he's got the championship, it'll be a year since he's.
Yeah, he won it. He won it over there.
I'm sure it's going to be a celebration because it's going to be a year to the event, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to the day, but to the event itself. It's going to be a year. So I'm sure there's going to be some kind of. Well, I suppose faces don't celebrate anniversaries. That's more of a heel tactic. But I'm sure there'll be some kind of acknowledgement, assuming that he does hold it until then. But yeah, that's my. Oh well, I don't know. Do you have any ideas in the meantime? Then, if you're going for AJ as well, then I'm sure you've got a way it goes in your mind. However fucked up that may be. So give it a go.
At the end of the day, for me, 2 hamburger patties, 6 slices of bacon, 4 slices of what they called American cheese, all sandwiched in a hot brioche bun. I believe they called it the Baconator.
By the way, shout out to my dad. He just got I'm not trying to joke. This was serious shit, guys. I forgot to say this off the top. With my parents going down to Georgia, my dad had a serious condition. Shout out to him. Healthy guy. Wasn't breathing too good. He visited me out here early August. It just brings up a point here talking about Baconators. The guy went in and got checked out and apparently had like 5 arteries clogged. So he ended up getting quadruple bypass surgery, or I don't know what 5 arteries is. He's doing a ton better right now, but with the hurricane hampering, he's supposed to be resting right now, but he just texted me today and he's feeling great. So that's great news. Shout out to my dad, Big Jim. We love you, buddy. He'll never watch this because he's not really a wrestling fan, but my dad never said that off the top. Kicking ass. Love you, buddy. Oh, look at this. Yeah, Ryan. He's got him up. There's my dad right there. Resting right now in Perry, Georgia. Their home is in Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. Hopefully nothing is going too bad there. I got a couple of cousins that are staying out the storm. Apparently they're doing okay. So thanks, Ryan, for showing that picture. But my dad, on an update, is doing really well. And I'm so glad he got checked out because that's some scary shit. But on to the next match, guys. Talking about Baconators. My arteries are clogged thinking of that shit. Wendy. Oh, Wendy.
Yeah, well.
Wait. Do we have... Oh, yeah, we got Mark's pick. Okay, we're good. Next match, guys.
Okay. Well, just to mix it up, or should I say...
Sweet Lord.
Mix match it up. We've got Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan versus Maurice and The Miz. So this is the third to last match. You've always got you've always got a who cares match towards the end. This is going to be it, as far as we've predicted at least. So we've got, at the very least, my prediction is going to be, no surprise, Daniel Bryan, Brie Bella. Fairly obvious, but I think it is a fairly obvious choice, to be honest.
Unfortunately, you're right.
So,
what do they call them? They got new merch. Is it Yes Mode?
Yeah, no, Yes Mode. Yes Mode, okay. Unless I'm wrong. So, yeah. As terrible as it always was, as far as Brie Mode goes. So, not much to say, really. Just faces win. Miz won the last confrontation. So, 50-50 booking.
Well,
yeah,
Rory,
that's how it does.
We're gonna have some interesting outcomes here. I know the Miz won the last contest. I am going with the A-listers. Miz and Maurice, guys. I am shocking.
Jimmy, if I'm not mistaken, is that our first difference in our picks? Or did you go Becky? Did you go Becky? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went against your girl, buddy.
Should never do that. Never.
I'm sorry, but I'm a smart bucket. I'm a smart bucket. When it matters, as long as it gives a bigger payoff than it otherwise would have, I'll go against what my heart tells me. But yeah. Go on. That was a different choice, so ignore that. Sorry,
I don't hate this. I don't know what to say, guys. I said it off the top of the show. I don't hate the Bellas. I'm looking for Daniel Bryan and The Miz. They're gonna have a rematch at the Super Show Down Under.
Are you seeing like a hyper grudge match with the favor being on the Miz's side? Then when it comes to Mania.
I was hoping this was going to be a Mania match. Like, they're going to continue. Yeah. Like, I think this is a long feud. One of these guys is going to win the Rumble. They're one of my Rumble picks.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you see potentially...
Unless The Rock comes back.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a far-off prediction, but do you see Miz beating AJ? Beating the guy who beat AJ. And then
I would love to see Daniel Bryan do that, but...
I don't know. It's going to be one of them, surely.
Yeah, no, one of them's winning the Rumble. Hell, it could be them two the championship by then. But back to this match. I'm really down on this match. I really haven't enjoyed it. I only want the Miz and Daniel Bryan. I could care less about the women. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. Breeze on both shows. I'm all for the women. I just I think the A-listers, they're going to get over on this feud. But Daniel Bryan gets the Miz again at the Super Show. And we'll see what happens after that. Maybe they take a break for a little bit. But I think the fall. By the way, Daniel Bryan is re-signed, guys. So all the talk, he has re-signed. I don't have the numbers in front of me. Daniel Bryan is going to be with WWE, so he's going nowhere. As much as I would have loved to see him in New Japan, his style, for his health, he belongs in WWE. But I go with the heels in this one, and we'll see where it goes from here. I can't honestly say, though, from the mailman's perspective, that I've totally enjoyed this feud. But I'll stop rambling. Rat Boy, your turn. So far, but the bar has yes mode. I have the A-listers. And please don't play Brie Mode's song.
You're that close. You've got to play it. You caught him out at the last second.
Hang on, hang on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hang on,
Mark, we'll go to you quick.
Go. Mark, quick. Go.
Mark.
While you can.
All right, I'm changing it up. Don't worry, I'll play the guy's song.
Brie Mode. Okay, it's the Miz and Maurice for Mark Wood. I just call them the A-listers. Mark, thoughts on this match? This feud?
Sexiest woman in WWE, Maurice.
You love Momo.
Just hope the guys don't look like her mother when she gets older.
Hey, give us a quick update. I still have not watched Ms. and Mrs. How'd that show conclude? Is it over?
Yeah, they actually moved from California to Texas, and that was they were getting settled in their new house in Texas.
Yeah, you were on our last show, the SummerSlam. You updated us, but is that show over right now? Is it still going?
Yep, they got renewed for a second season, though.
Oh, okay. I was just seeing if you had any other highlights of the show to explain. So you think it's a winner of a show?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Mark goes Miz and Maurice, the A-listers. Back to the Rat Boy. Are you ready, sir?
At least you've chosen correctly.
Sorry, they had to change the music because apparently Brie Bella's theme wasn't good enough for this show.
It's not good enough for any show.
No, all right, just
shh.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set? Awesome!
Whoa! Are you shitting me? Well, there's a shocker. Unfortunately, I can't give you any bonus points, Ryan, but I will. How about I buy you a beer if you get that pick right? As far as Daniel Bryan turning heel on Brie, why the hell would he do that? But, Rory Barr, you're the only one that has picked yes mode.
Really?
Yes.
What? All right. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Rat Boy, thoughts on the match? Why do you think Daniel Bryan would turn on Brie Bella?
No, she won't. No. Well, go on. You explain your choice. Go on.
Explain.
You explain your choice, and I'll explain mine.
Daniel Bryan to kick Brie Bella in the face. That is all. Thank you.
So a divorce is imminent.
Yeah.
Nikki got screwed by or turned down by John Cena, and now we're gonna have Daniel Bryan kick Brie in the face. Where does Birdie B go from here? Anyways, back to the Samoa Joe. I got James Deadpool or Eric so kindly join us on the chat. He says, should Samoa Joe use the Muscle Buster, he should rename it the Baconator. He did not give his pick yet on this one, but oh God, we're all gonna die. My head is gonna explode. 2 more matches, guys, and you can go to bed. Oh Jesus. Rory, the next match, I would assume it's the women's Raw Championship.
I'm sorry.
God, now we're not.
I'm trying to. Yeah, there we go. Right, sorry. Yeah, does it mean
These guys need some sleep?
Me now. Fuck off!
You need to set that as your alarm. That'll definitely wake you up.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, well, okay. So, realistically, it's Roman Braun last. So, therefore, that only leaves the Women's Championship match for Raw. Who is going to win that match?
I'm predicting a sweep here.
Ronda, it's unless you're Ryan, it's a fairly obvious choice.
Yeah, it's not going to be a sweep because I forgot Bliss Boy. Ronda Rousey for me. It's not. It's going to be pretty short and sweet, I think.
So I'm
Little Miss Bliss. She's been showing off. She's been showing off that armbar. I don't think she's going to compete. Rousey all day. Rowdy.
Oh, sorry. Right. Sorry. The difference between me and Ryan is I'm willing to logically bet against my preferential choice. No matter. Right, Ryan's a devotee. I'll give him that. But he's gonna lose. So,
Ryan, you ready, or you want me to go to Mark?
By all means, after you.
Mark. Ronda Rousey. We won't get a sweep, I don't think. But for your own good, Rat Boy, you want to win.
That's it.
You better be smart about it. We did not take long on this match. The longest thing is him finding his theme song.
You're gonna be dumb, but you better be tough.
Has everybody else chosen?
No.
Yeah.
Is it Ryan next? I apologize.
For the sweep.
For the sweep.
Rousey. Yeah, right.
Oh, for the sweep.
Yes. You think long term, no immediate satisfaction. Sorry, this is the difference thing about sounding like the
We've seen this picture about 10,000 times.
What does that say?
God, that's a book. That has more words than the Declaration of Independence signatures. Mark, what the fuck? I can't read that. Read it to me.
Zoom out.
Sorry, it's a list of accomplishments Becky Lynch will never have.
Yeah.
So,
look how zoomed in that is.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I don't know
that went as predicted. We got the last match, the Hell in a Cell WWE Universal Title match. We've got Roman Reigns taking on the Money in the Bank winner. He has cashed it in, the contract. Braun Strowman inside that Hell in a Cell. Mick Foley the special guest referee. That's pretty intriguing. I pretty much popped for that announcement. That was during Monday Night Football. I think they're trying to get ratings. They're always bringing the nostalgia acts back, but during football season, we talked about HBK and Undertaker earlier. Undertaker taking on Triple H. Triple H was out there hyping his matchup, but this one is going to feature Mick Foley as the special guest referee. I don't anticipate Mick taking a lot of bumps, but I can see him getting a spear. Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman. Thoughts on this match? Rory, you're in the lead.
Okay, so right, my logic was right. So far, I have predicted Dean and Seth winning the tag championships. My logic was that no matter what, one team was walking out with all the championships, whether that be the Shield or the what they call the Dogs of War.
Yes,
is that what they're called? Dogs of War.
I believe so.
One team will be walking out with all the championships that have an offer. So therefore, based on that logic, based on the fact that I've gone Dean and Seth, Romaine
lettuce.
Romaine will win. Ooh,
by the way,
that's my choice.
College football fans. Roman Reigns will be on College Game Day tomorrow with his picks. He used to be a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. To make things short and sweet, I agree. Rory Barr.
I concur. Good sir.
Roman Reigns is not losing this title yet. The Shield are going to have a lot of gold around their waists for the fall. Book it.
Pop time.
He's going to accidentally spear Mick Foley, but the big man, Braun Strowman, it's going to take a loss as we put that in the mailbox. So he will become one of the failed cash-ins, not traditionally cashing in as far as last second.
Twice in a row. 2 failed cash-ins in a row, though.
Yeah, that's
never happened.
It's going to be... This is why I'm excited about this pay-per-view. I said I was 6 out of 10. Once this match hits, I'm actually excited about it because I actually do not know what's going to happen. But... Rat Boy, time for your booze.
I think Roman two unsuccessful cash-ins has never happened, and which
I am highly ignorant. So please correct me.
Which is true. However, an unsuccessful cash-in here wouldn't represent that, as the last person to cash in was Alexa Bliss, who defeated Nia Jax to become the Raw Women's Champion.
That was the first cash-in ever. So.
Well, no, it wasn't the first.
Oh, no, sorry. Yes, of course it wasn't.
That's all right. Your ignorance is forgiven, pal.
Of course it wasn't. No.
Becky,
I apologize. I forget Carmella's nothing cash-in, even though it's...
That's all right, though.
Never mind.
Becky came close. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. People say it's too soon for Roman to lose the championship, but they forget that his first title reign lasted 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
More reasons why it should last longer.
His second title
WWE
reign
logic
lasted just under 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then his third championship reign lasted a mere 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
However, maybe we have got to a point where Roman needs to fill his boots and run free with the Universal Championship.
Fuck me, right. Have you gone for everything separate to me?
He's not finished. Braun Strowman wins the Universal Championship. That one I can read. Mark Wood, I think we know where you're going. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
What do you guys think? Mark, I'll start with you. What kind of spots are you expecting in this matchup inside of Hell in a Cell? You know there's going to be a lot of, I don't know how much Braun can do. I mean, he's an athletic big man. I'm sure you've seen Big Show go through a cage. Are we going to see some sort of hanky-panky as far as somebody getting busted through a Hell in a Cell? I mean, we saw Kevin Owens or Shane McMahon last year. They found their way on the top. I think that's more Jeff Hardy and Viper, but they'll find their way on the top. But Mark, I'll start with you. What kind of stuff are we expecting in this Hell in a Cell between Braun and Roman? Do you see Mick Foley taking a spot?
Not predict.
Mark, can you hear me?
Agreed on who would leave
Roman
champion, but on this night, I'm the one with the faith in Becky.
Hold on, Brian. Okay, go ahead, Mark.
I mean, Roman to me, and I mean, they're gonna blow this thing to pieces. You know, I think the whole cell is gonna fall down on them somehow. It's just ridiculous of what happened with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at the show that was overseas, where Roman actually knocked the part of the fencing down from the cage and ended up losing it that way. But I just see something out of the ordinary happening, especially with Mick Foley being involved in it. It'll be another first that they talk about for another 20 years.
Yeah. All right, let's talk to the Brits. Oh, they're fighting now. Jesus Christ. Unmute yourself. Do I have to do it again? Rory. These guys, they can't even hear themselves. Look at these guys. They're ready for bed, too.
It is 4 o'clock, right?
Sorry, can you hear us?
Yes, yes, yes.
Right.
What are you expecting as far as spots? Mick Foley?
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, my God. This guy's obsessed with Jory Ryan.
Can you pause, please? For a minute, please.
We're getting ready to wrap the show, guys.
Sorry, Jimmy, could you repeat the question?
No, me and Mark, sorry, I had to mute you guys. You guys were, but what are you expecting any big spots in the Roman Braun match? Mick Foley, is he getting speared?
Roman Braun, I can just see it being a cheap win for Roman. Right, so what's already been established is, do you remember the what was it called? The Elimination Chamber. Do you remember that match from earlier?
Yes.
Was it this year or the year before?
Alexa Bliss became the first ever woman to win one.
Was it earlier this year or the year before?
February,
do you remember?
Yeah, it was this year.
This year, yeah.
Last February.
Braun took about what 5-6 finishes in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still kicked out.
Yep.
Logic, reasonable logic would tell you that Braun could take about what 4 or 5 spears, I suppose, by the same logic.
Yeah.
That's not going to be a factor. That WWE booking will forget that idea. Braun is a heel now. He's a baddie. So he's going to take maybe 2. It'll take 2 to put him away. After that, pinned 1, 2, 3. Roman wins. So
all right,
that's my logic. That's my logic behind that match.
All right, guys.
They're gonna forget all the finishes that happened before, and now because Roman did them, Roman's gonna win. So yeah, that's my logic. But yeah, go on, Ryan. You do you. You do you.
I think at the end of the day, it's 2 hamburger patties.
Oh my god.
6 slices of streaky bacon.
Mark's over there laughing his ass off.
4 slices of what I believe they call American cheese. All sandwiched in a toasty brioche. But don't walk away from me, asshole.
Guys, great show. We've gone 2 hours. Jesus Christ. I've got y'all's picks. Mark, what's your final words before I let you go, sir? I kept you long enough. Good luck at the game. I'll be watching. Hopefully our boys win. We'll have a post show Sunday night. If I don't expect you to join us, but if you do, let me know. Final word, sir. The floor is yours. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
There's a pay-per-view Sunday. I didn't know.
Rap boy. Good night, Mark. Thanks for joining us, guys. Early in the morning, Saturday there. Good luck to you. If I could ship a Baconator out to you, I would. With American cheese on it. Will you join me Sunday night?
Yes.
All right.
Welcome on.
Rory.
Oh.
We got a lot of different picks, guy. Maybe we tie, though. I don't know.
I think we're both fairly similar. We've only got a couple of different picks. I think for the most part, we've got the same. So it just depends on those 2 different picks that we have. I think you've
Charlotte,
got
free mode or yes mode. Okay.
Is that it? I think that's it. That's going to make the difference.
But that's 2 huge picks, and you're 3 ahead of me. So I think I can catch you, or 1 game behind.
Maybe.
Or maybe the Rat Boy. God, you got a no contest in here. Like I said, if Rat Boy gets that no contest in the Charlotte Becky match, I will do a shot live here on the airwaves. So I've only got Crown Royal, I think, though, here. Mark, thanks for joining us. Handle the Redskins. Enjoy the game Sunday. My guys over in England, my hat's off to you, sirs. Get some sleep, and we will enjoy Hell in a Cell Sunday, guys. Real quick, did anybody comment while I was away? No, I think the Deadpool fell asleep. He didn't give all their picks. If there is, guys, if there is any extra matches added onto the card, we'll get with each other, and we'll put them on the thread and move from there. But Hell in a Cell this Sunday, guys. Thanks for joining me. We're going to do it for the glory. And this has been The Small Package, episode 31, live right here on YouTube Live. My thanks to the Rat Boy, the Bar. And he's putting his shirt back on his head. Mark Wood, good night, sir. We'll talk to you guys later. It's the mailman, Jimmy Melstead, signing off. The Small Package, episode 31, in the books. Enjoy Hell in a Cell, guys. Sunday, it's going to be happening live on the WWE Network. WWE Hell in a Cell, live from San Antonio. We'll talk to you Sunday night. Enjoy the show, guys.
Au revoir.